Hi, so for my speech, I've chosen the nonprofit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude is a research hospital based in Memphis, Tennessee. The founder, Danny Thomas, opened the doors in 1962 with the dream that no child should die in the dawn of life. So with that in mind, it has now become one of the biggest and most successful research hospitals in the world. They have changed the lives of thousands, and one of them is a child named Lucas. When he was just 3 years old, and he started to complain of headaches. His mother brushed it off at first, thinking nothing of it, but when she received a call from his daycare teacher that Lucas was laying on the ground refusing to move with such a bad headache, she rushed him to the ER. And after that many tests and hours, a CAT scan came back with something worrisome, and she was recommended to a pediatric neurologist, which didn't calm her fears at all. After consulting with him, she was told the heartbreaking news that her once happy and healthy toddler needed emergency surgery for a tumor. After the 8-hour surgery to remove it, Lucas and his family were bound to St. Jude for months, where thankfully the only worry they had was getting their child back to full health and finding a new normal and happiness where they were. Unlike most families, they didn't have to worry about the cost of housing or treatments because families are never sent a bill from St. Jude. One of the quotes from a family is from a little girl. Azalea was one of the patients, and her mom stated, "If we had to live in a street for her to be at St. Jude, we would have. But Azalea's doctor sat us down, and one of the first things he said to us was, 'We can fix this.' And the next thing he said was, 'We'll house you, and you don't have to worry about food or medical bills.' This is because of the St. Jude donations from people all over the world who believe in what they do." St. Jude gets the funds collected from 89% of generous donors, who are the people who make it possible for these families to live without it, and the stress of the $40,000 worth hospital stays per night alone and other expenses to help their child survive. Whether the donation be $1 or $1,000, all is appreciated by St. Jude, because less than 4% of the U.S. federal budget for cancer is used for childhood cancer, which is extremely low considering that 400,000 children from all over the world are diagnosed with cancer. But St. Jude treats them, or as many as they can, with all the diverse types of cancer, and there are many. Cancer is actually the leading cause of death by disease past infancy in the U.S. in children, but that threat is decreasing as years go by thanks to hospitals like St. Jude, who share all new information for treatments, as their only concern is making it curable. They're the leaders in bringing the curable ideas from the lab to bedside and forefront for using next-generation sequencing technology to identify the cellular signature of an individual's cancer, or what went wrong that caused the cancer in the first place. They also have more cancer clinic trials than any other children's research hospital. St. Jude is known for taking the toughest cases that others don't believe have much hope in survival, but St. Jude never once make them feel or believe that they won't make it, and make the children's stay and lives up until the last minute they are in the hospital happy. Even when they do leave, St. Jude provides the best therapies for children and their families. Treatments invented at St. Jude have helped push the overall childhood cancer survival rate from 20% to 80% since opening in 1962. They don't just take cases from the U.S., though. They come from all over the world. By 2030, their goal is to cure at least 60% of children with 6 of the most common kinds of cancer worldwide. But you don't just have to donate from one person. It could be a school or work fundraiser, a 5K, or even just subscribing to their newsletter. While St. Jude isn't the only research hospital, it is one of the best, not just medical-wise, but also in the sense of how they treat their patients as family, and making the sick children the main priority and not the cost. So while I can't force you to donate, I hope this speech has made you think twice about walking by those you see asking for donations, as the crumbled bills in your pocket, or even the loose change, can change the lives of family just like mine or yours.